Many of us dream of going on holiday to a deserted island in some far-flung exotic destination. Some of you might be even lucky enough to own a holiday home there. But what about buying the entire island itself? Well, it seems this is no longer exclusively the realm of the rich and famous. Forget the boardroom with stuffy suits and ties, leave rush hour traffic behind. Taking a boat to work is the norm for many island brokers. This is Sandy Island, just off the coast of Grenada in the Caribbean. Johnny Depp was rumoured to be interested in buying this idyllic piece of paradise, but apparently he wasn't willing to fork out $6 million for the asking price.
Sandy Island is for the person who wants to have it all by themselves, for themselves.
Ryan Holder from Windward Realty is the local rep for Fahad Vladi, one of the world's foremost island brokers. Based in Hamburg, Germany, he's been in the business for more than 35 years.
Some of my clients have been Nicolas Cage, Diana Ross, or Tony Curtis as an example. On the rental side, we had Paul McCartney, Bill Gates even. There was even a waiter from Stuttgart who bought a rather inexpensive island in Panama.
Some of the islands for sale on the Vladi website are quite reasonable, like Sheep Island off the coast of Nova Scotia in Canada, going for a mere $45,000. Mind you, the beach is small and rocky, but still there's the cachet of telling all your friends you own your own island. Similarly, on the Coldwell Banker website, there's affordable offerings.
I get everything from Fortune 500 CEOs and some of the wealthiest people in the world and celebrities to just ordinary people with not huge amounts of money. I sold an island on my wedding day for $50,000 to a couple in America, and it's a very small island, but had a little beach and half a dozen palm trees, and they're really happy. There's a lot of business people that would go and stay on a 5-star resort 2 or 3 times a year and spend maybe £500 a night. Well, if you add all that up over the course of your lifetime, it's actually cheaper to probably buy your own island.
Well, it's easy to see the allure of owning your own island. There's waves crashing along the shore, palm trees swaying in the breeze. But in reality, to upkeep an island like this takes a lot of cash. If your island is small with a simple log cabin, then running costs can be as little as $10,000 a year. But if your digs are more luxurious, then $100,000 a year is more your ballpark figure, especially when you take into account yearly taxes, insurance, employee salaries, maintenance, transport and water. At a staggering $70 million, Alderaan was rated the second most expensive island in the world on the most recent Forbes survey, coming in just behind the $75 million Batu Vara in Fiji. Rond Island is a huge 2,000-acre tropical diver's paradise off the coast of Grenada. There's no denying you'd need to be fairly flush to make this inhabitable.
There's no running water on the island, no electricity, but obviously with any form of development or so, that can actually be installed quite easily. So the facilities and so forth, road infrastructure, there's none of that at the moment, but I'm sure that someone will be happy to actually do that.
Mr. Vladi says island acquisition is much like buying an oil painting. Good ones only come onto the market sporadically. So here's a simple checklist. How far away from the mainland is it? Most brokers recommend a distance of no more than 90 minutes from the nearest medical services. Are the ownership papers clean? Is it leasehold or freehold? Some countries have strict regulations on foreign ownership and development. For instance, it's illegal for foreigners to purchase islands in most parts of Asia, except Malaysia. But even then, few islands are freehold. Drinking water is a must, or else you'll have to look into desalination. And a politically stable host country is a safer bet. Not surprisingly, asking prices are generally cheaper in volatile countries.
You see the white sandy beach, the nice palm trees. But the fact is that if you go to the Bahamas, you see the beaches are hardly used. Why? Because they're full of sandflies. So I don't say that's bad, that's part of nature. I just say that you have to know what you're buying.